Direct your campaign via email to
Yes, that one.
To ga manager gore fenya le hone.
Yeah, okay, let's leave it like this. Because it's hard.
Bang, bang.
Then I'll say transition when it starts speaking, and then when they start speaking, I'll sing that. Okay, signal again. Signal.
Kinna kay ngan hona mane. Kinna so or kya gumro. Pushing. Assisting. I know how these things work.
I'm so out of this. How?
Ukwatile. Uzofola inhliziyweni. Ungawari kwenzeka. Wena imanye insuri melo verga lo Mohau mo la ifinyao. So and the late son Nadita Mami, I'm happy to charge up here. My talent cannot just be sitting here.
Please take it. You said the thing.
He just said
Perfect.
like this?
Mara, come forward, Luena.
No, like I'm listening to it. I'm
I'm
gonna gag now. I'm gonna gag.
To me,
Yeah.
like this.
Oh, I can do this. Is this what you want, Angela?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we're going in a minute now.
After the
Wait. We're going in a minute.
I'm going to 20 minutes.
I know, we're gonna take it. What do we have in the last hour?
In the last hour,
Yeah.
we already missed the segment now, ne? Note that down. We missed top stories, and in the last hour, it's chill and talk. Last hour,
We don't have an interview.
we don't have an interview. It's just
So
chill and talk.
if this whole interview will overlap to the second to the third hour. Can you wait introduction? Oh, sorry. Evan, Marisa!
Keep it all good, fail and Naga.
Evan!
Tala Frasala, my face. You keep on making that content. I am Bala for Ripava. I want another 12. I don't know. It's a remote. Get all over.
Alright, after me. Yeah, it's not really much.
If you want to, onyo ko dia pan. Ano na onyo ko dia pan? Ko na dia pan. Oh.
Alright, after that.
Let's realize.
And it's some Jollo Friday right here on the station of Domination TUT FM 96.2, amplifying voices, empowering lives. Hence, we play new Love Therapy. Tahir Jones on this one, hanging out with a Chronicle Deep, taking us straight to 16:42 on the clock. He's still tuned into the coolest drive time show on your radio. And welcome to it. Radio, how it is EnRoute 962. We are about to get into a segment that's loved by many. I know for a fact you love this segment. It's called Pitori Agenda. This is where we get to celebrate the artist Thama Pitori. Hey, I can't wait for this one.
Thama, for your levels, you need to put on the headsets. That song was overpowering you the entire time.
It was.
Yes. And I can't keep on doing this when, especially when we're streaming.
So, welcome to yet another electrifying edition of Pitori Agenda right here on EnRoute 962. This is the space where true stories are told with no filters, no cuts, just raw, unapologetic truth from the heart of Pitori. This is where podcasting meets radio, hence the cameras in studio, and also where the voices of the streets, the stages, and the screens finally get their flowers. So, today on the show, we have two people who's been lighting up our timelines all over the country. You've seen their hilarious Mohau. Hilarious sketches on Instagram and TikTok. You've heard laughs echoing from stages coast to coast all around Pitori. But I'm not gonna tell you what their names are.
Why not?
Because I made something special for them. You know, man,
yes.
that's how we do it.
Oh, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. We bring you the hottest guest on this planet.
What's it? When you wear a high, eh?
The levels of these things are those, eh?
On Route 96.2, Mondays to Fridays, 3 to 6 p.m. on TUT FM.
So today on the show, Retswere Brady, Brady le Braya High, Retswere DJ Maporesa from Temu, le ex-Daffy from Temu. Retswere DJ Maporesa le ex-Daffy was on Marava Start.
Referring 25K or Gomarava start.
So it's a house.
Oh, Dubai.
I'll go to buy one more and then next time I'll do one and be more. No, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
All right, man. Pitbull and Sniper, iconic DJs all the way from Jigulina. Welcome to EnRoute 962 Buffet. Turinsa. Monate Buffet.
Good. I get sharp, Brian. I go no sharp.
So Buffet all the way from Jigulina. Nagatlanza let's see these sketches Alena. Growing up, before people knew about this thing, yeah, DJ Maporesa and X-Tapi. Before we came to that, you were part of, especially you and Al-Top, you were part of Jugulin's Finest, right?
Yeah.
I remember.
Oh, Jugulin's Finest.
Jerry's Kids.
Oh, okay, sure.
Not Soweto's Finest.
Okay.
Jugulin's Finest.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So you were part of Jugulin's Finest, and then you grew from there. You met. I don't know if you started working with Diman Nagosa Logo Jugulin's Finest, or after Moilongoro you started doing your own thing. Before ne.
Let know I'm still part of Jugulan Finance.
Let know, ne?
Yeah.
All right. So what made you get into this thing? Yeah, we the video. What made you get into this thing? Your content creation.
As you, but I'm a content creator. As you.
Ne.
Yeah. If you million and Nagarata content that one, I don't like, yeah, I won or then I couldn't yet at the day.
Ne. And then what made you get into content creation? What shooting?
So now I have a question already. Mabito and Lena, why Pitbull and Sniper?
Okay.
Oh.
I can lose it.
I'm not laughing. Yeah,
I tell you, this is Pitbull. So, like, never to ring out that on logo. Like,
yeah.
I know who's a gate and a
Yeah.
So, like, there is a Pitbull and no, so I can not loma.
So now, where is this friendship based on? Like, can tell a little content creation. Okay, so now is the friendship based from the content creation, or is it a thing that you guys have always been friends, like from back in the day?
From way back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys related or lead
No,
plus
we
time?
just friends.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
And then a sniper, when I hold the Kakaila sniper.
That's my punch.
What created?
Not like Pirela, my visa, it's like this little guy.
Now we to the car, would you sniper?
Oh, yeah.
It's a slave, yeah.
Come around, sure.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, man. And looking back at this level to Brady, to DJ Maporesa, the videos are also okay when you make them. Do you sit down and script or a video so, or is it just a thing you're on your phone or shoot and start saying whatever you say?
Sometimes be like knows where you have it. I'm not home on the no freestyle.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, but I know so, yeah, I play it now or in
Yeah.
because Thama was serious and got a full time job.
Nah.
Yeah.
And then when I Pitbull was script.
Yeah.
You script everything.
Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah, come around now, never no be a fool, no fail at a never can be a fool, no but 30 minutes,
Yeah.
no katakata, no bolela fela.
Yeah. All right. And then what made you make the switch from DJ from this level now going to DJ Maporesa Wagoteam? Yeah.
And actually, like I remember that Linda
Me too.
So
and now you're not. You're straight.
Sure.
Oh,
so,
okay.
like, better content they have like total to like nege wala.
Yeah.
Then so gidi balu ibu and you know I feel like a chava. It we said that thing in a rhyme and gigi one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never right.
Oh, so somebody play. I need to play. Nah, but you know, when it's good for you, that means that you're doing great. If people actually think that you're actually gay, so go back to it. I think you should go back to it.
Oh, fast, so you are kind of with the Zangaro gay. So it's
Yeah. No, it makes sense. It makes sense. You know what I like about this too, guys? They took something a lot of people get bullied off about, and they made something positive out of it. When you look at his teeth, a lot of people might bully him about, but he now it's there and made something positive about.
Sure.
So I want to know how important is it for people to look at themselves in a positive way?
It's true. It was like it's now you know like a gauge like not who like a gauge and I get to my fast give like a gauge and let like language. I think like little fast little no jiggle language.
Yeah.
Kilo tell the top of about because like I guess I feel like yeah let top of like kerato gauge and true like pay more money guys go no back catch like one time
Yeah.
get like another confidence from
So anytime you talk gauge or retaliate.
oh yeah
Same
time I feel like I'm cool.
So it has never been a thing or like young head, especially for you, let's say instance. I feel like you may try when I live let's say it's on no level la busiras ke mona kera no so like for way now how did it feel? Like azanga your head at any point, didn't you feel like it's an imperfection and then I'll feel at a point of like no ho ka tshwara za go tlo ilukisa na
ke lukisa
wa ya ka wena
neng heta na wela go morao before ke tsera di video
yeah
le nna ne ke le motho ke tshana go sekolo motho metlai on thala yeah but no lo ka ngicha go no lebella fela ka tshalo ena ra tshaba botla ro feditse ke sharp.
Speaking of Mukino, you know, a lot of people have always wanted to know this. I've always wanted to know
how
this.
did it actually happen?
How did you lose your tooth? You know,
I have a feeling
yeah, from Comran, Ginya Mnuana, then Menaka, Copili. Yeah, never system is Winky, the Goka. Manu nane ke hapeletso namela go car.
Yeah.
I don't need to pay time.
Yeah.
And go speeding se se ke tsone ke ka a thula go le yeng.
Yeah.
Just drive it, but ne le half ne le skent like.
Sure.
Ne le half and then ho ya lo ya la bola ayo lenta.
Oh,
Ne le nkuba.
Oh my goodness. That is and then okay, let's get to your side. Wait, now your eyes, was it something that you were born like that? Oh, okay.
Ka ba mklapi.
I'm a clappy la twa mo. La twa line in there. Cuz I know you are line ha, pero mo clap ka mo left wa.
All right. But you grew up making content from back in the days, and then Jiggy content there how you tend to DJ Maporesa. I want to talk about that. How did it feel to see yourself all the way from Jugulini
and like from the moment you got picked up?
Yeah.
Where that's because you show me Bali organized the trans. Oh, okay.
So did he call you Pori? Gets that.
Oh, shout out to Dappy. Okay.
Araba fetu tang studio.
Mona nertabile tata. Mona ne fejola. Nerta fe pele rena raka fichada.
Nah.
Sure.
So and then how was the experience? Like really feel like that? Like walk us through it. Just a bit for us to understand the feel and how it was for you. When I'm put a nation of a fair too, like who fits it young.
Experience it. Ish, like what Tatazela, Maranyo, one Sandala, but I really video tell to he.
Yeah. Now I want to talk about you guys being being DJs, right? Sure. How do you get into becoming DJs? And as DJs, what kind of music do you play?
DJ like it rap music then like content at this point.
Yeah.
How about Rampedi DJ? Then Rampedi DJ. Then no so like Regan no to Mohau DJ. And then music go betang Rabeta Trestepe Afro Amapia. Yeah, that's what I generally focus on.
Let's say Lamara, can you make us dance?
What hope?
So I want to go back a bit to school and all that. Obviously after high school, what was the plan? Was it always content creation? Was it that the skits? And then when did it actually start? Did you start content creation in high school or did it start after high school?
Primary. 18.
Yeah.
So you guys were doing content creation before content creation became a thing?
Sure.
Okay. So nil study skits and then really post again.
TikTok or
Yeah.
YouTube. Bila like none by YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or TikTok or ekapila and TikTok.
Oh, okay. And then after high school, what was the plan? Was it always that we don't continue content creation?
Yeah,
DJ
content.
Yeah.
Content.
What was your favorite skit that you shot? Can you say individual?
Yeah.
Yeah, how? Your personal favorite?
I content like it's against the content the maran excel
Yeah.
but ever since we to me Brady.
Yeah.
This video yare. Brady and Wakulu.
Yeah.
Number one. Every time.
Also, learn how to learn. I can how I can
now for a content like Negum Grabo Colibo thing and shoot Taliwan go TikTok.
Yeah.
That's a TikTok or abone he ke ya go hawo na ngere live na re tla ba botse
Sure.
he ke ya go hawo ka mona every day o busy mola mo le boteng o bethana le tlhogo me khalibela a ke ka video ya TikTok a re tsena nyana wa no bolela fela a no bolela ra no tswela pele viewers di anamela
favorite video
ya ke Brady bantu ba ko bro ke Brady
And then now, kinakulela ka tabi ya Brady, like, sharp, linahan na kumang.
Brady ke mang e tlhaga eta ba
Linahan
Brady
na kumang libo ni kay. Uli niyo kormotor ko Julie, no tlet describe yate or viralan.
Like Brady cancel thing from Kali, no, like refila we upload.
Oh.
Like resa satisfied ka di views and radiates and normal. Na something a big game got
Yeah.
This thing.
le tsona tsa maporesa na re shoota mare sa post
Oh.
a na re post ra bona mo
Brady ya Thama again.
Okay, makes sense. Makes absolute sense.
All right, man. We actually here with Pitbull and Sniper. You might know these guys from TikTok. You might have seen them on Instagram. You might have seen them on Facebook. Keep on all along. We're gonna be continuing with the conversation right after we hear from Puseletso Mohau or what's making the news at the top of the hour. We are about a minute away from the top of the hour. Shunya Monala Huaga is gonna be coming through. Let's do Papari Tapiso Moto with your traffic. Archige Machobiaga Rabo.
All the hits.
No, it's not changing. Even yesterday.
The coolest station in Pretoria. Because we play this here.
TUT has signed a code of conduct that is enforced by the Independent Communication Authority of South Africa. Under the code, we are committed to giving you content that is fair, programming that is not harmful, and news that is accurate. If you think that we are not living up to the code, then you can lodge a complaint to the station manager. Direct complaints to mahapaek@tut.ac.za or call 012-382-9719. We will respond within 7 working days. If you are not satisfied with our response, then you can escalate your complaint to the Independent Communication Authority of South Africa. Direct your complaint via email to bimashego@icasa.org.za or via post to Independent Communication Authority of South Africa, 350 Witch Hazel Avenue, Eco Park Estate, Centurion, 0144. Or call 012-568-3000. TUT-FM 96.2, amplifying voices, empowering lives.
Your fountain of reliable information. This is TUT-FM News.
Setlhoeng mo oreng eno ke tse di reng NFVF e lebane le ditatofatso di le mmalwa fa tse dingwe di re bakgweetsi ba tsebisiwa go nna kelotlhoko kwa tseleng ya N4 bokone bophirima morago ga kotsi e e diragetseng.
Your fountain of reliable information. This is TUT-FM News.
Ke a go leboga Thama le wena Mohau Mothoetso Madume dikgang ke tsa ura ya botlhano mme tsona o dinelwa ke nna Puseletso Mogoeng. Motlatsa Moporesidente Paul Mashatile o ne a sireletsa puisano ya bosetšhaba ya Aforika Borwa ka nako ya samiti ya khansele ya bosetšhaba ya tlhabololo ya ikonomi le ya badiri a e bitsa botlhokwa jwa go dira gore go nne le kutlwano le fa go ne go na le go tshwaiwa diphoso ka ntlha ya ditshenyegelo tsa yone tsa diranta di le dimilione di le 700 go tlhoka ponagalo le mokgwa wa go dira dilo ka tsela ya maemo a kwa godimo. E fa Mashatile a ne a rotloetsa batsayakarolo go nna ba tshwaragane, makoko a le mmalwa a sepolotiki, ditlhopha tsa baagi le ditheo tse dikgolo di ne tsa ikgwagela morago, mme ba tshwaya diphoso ba ne ba nyatsa thulaganyo e ba re ke motshameko wa sepolotiki ebile ga e bontshe sepe se se siameng. Moporesidente bo gatelela gore puisano e tla tswelela pele e tlogela isagwe ya yona e sa tlhomama sentle. Mo go jelengwe rakgwebo le moporesidente wa Confederation of African Football Patrice Motsepe o ganne dikakanyo ka ga maikemisetso a gagwe a sepolotiki a re ga tlhoke go tsena mo dipolotiking go thusa mo Aforika Borwa. Fa na bua go gololweng ga dipholo tsa madi tsa African Rainbow Minerals, Motsepe o gateletse gore motheo wa lelapa la gagwe o tla tswelela go tshegetsa makoko a farologaneng a sepolotiki go akaretsa le ANC. O ne a tlhophiwa gape kwa ntle ga kganetso ka Mopitlwe ka paka ya bobedi jaaka moporesidente wa Confederation of African Football e tsayang go fitlha ka 2029. Dikgang di tswelela ka gore National Film and Video Foundation e tlhasetswe morago ga go botsolotswa ke Palamente go go senetsweng dipotso tsa go se tseye maemo a semolao, botsalano le bogodu mo go tlhophiweng ga bakhanselara le dikabelo tsa madi. Maloko a le 3 fela mo go a le 13 a lekgotla a neng a le teng, mme seno se ne sa dira gore go nne le matshwenyego ka thulaganyo ya go tlhopha fa maloko a Palamente a na kgala dikgoro tsa baokamedi bagolo le go tlhoka ponagalo. Ditatofatso tsa go rata batho ba ba rileng go akaretsa le dimpho tsa diranta di le dimilione di le 4 tse di amanang le batho ba ba mo teng di gatelela dikgang tse di boteng tsa go ikakanyetsa o le nosi le go sa akaretse batho ba ba farologaneng. Batshwaya diphoso ba kaile gore fa go sa tlosiwe bonweenwee le go atolosa tsela ya go fitlhelela madi a oketsegileng a tla oketsa fela go sa lekalekane mo madirelong a difilimi a Aforika Borwa. Mo go tse dingwe go thulane dijanaga di le 3 go akaretsa e neng e rwele tanka ya diesele, vene ya go rwala madi le Nissan Baki mo tseleng ya N4 gaufi le Krondal kwa Bokone Bophirima. Seno se bakile dikgoreletsi tse dikgolo tsa pharakano. Mapodisi le badiredi ba thuso ya potlako ba mo lefelong la tiragalo, mme se se bakileng kotsi eno se a batlisisiwa. Bakgweetsi ba kgothalediwa gore ba latele ditaelo tsa tsela fa dintlha tse di malebana le dintsho di santse di sa itsewe. Tsa metshameko le Comfort Motebele.
Motheletši ke go tsopolela jona ja dipapadi jo ka diletela go iring ye mohlatlhi wa basadi ba Springbok Swastebroen o dirile diphetogo sehlopeng sa go se se tlago tšeana le France. Abraham Magoya yeo e lego mohlatlhi wa Abington City le ba le magato a galemo. Ke bua le tšona ka botlalo ka seripagaro jwa iring ya bohlano.
A re konosetse ka go lebelela tse di kwa setlhoeng mo ureng eno. NFVF e lebane le ditatofatso di le mmalwa. Fa tse dingwe di ne di re bakgweetsi ba tsebosiwa go nna kelotlhoko kwa tseleng ya N4 Bokone Bophirima morago ga kotsi e e diragetseng. Motho wetso ke tsona tsotlhe tse ke go soletseng tsona mo ureng eno tse di latelang ke ditlhogo 30 morago ga ura eno ka leina ke puseletso mogoeng, mme se ke dikgang tsa seyalemoya sa setšhaba sa Tshwane University of Technology. Motswedi wa gago wa tshedimosetso e e ikanyegang.
Your fountain of reliable information.
Yes, girl. In the
TUT
News.
La hira na Mohau ka lelapa hira.
And then,
Which one? Which one?
traffic update.
Yeah. No. This one is for when you wanna hear it in studio. Like, let me do traffic control. It's not that thing. Either I can't.
No, we can hear ourselves sometimes. Even if we're on off air and on the break.
The cameras, the mics of the cameras are on.
Yeah, left a little thing.
Yeah. Let me do traffic. Yeah. Let me do traffic. And it's got 7 minutes after the hour, 5 o'clock. Good afternoon. Let's take a look at your traffic updates. A crash has happened on the R21 northbound at OR Thama Road, closing off at the right lane. So please do make sure that you approach with caution. You can expect a couple of delays if you are driving on the N1 northbound after Allendale Road due to a stationary vehicle that's affecting the middle lane. Get bumper to bumper on the R21 southbound after Benoni Road due to a stationary vehicle that's blocking off the center lane. So you might want to avoid that one completely. You also might want to avoid the N12 westbound at Rampedi Road due to a crash that's closing off at the middle lane. So please do make sure that you approach with caution. If you do encounter any traffic, please do make sure to hit us up on our WhatsApp number, which is 012-382-9257, using the hashtag TUTFM traffic. For more TUTFM traffic updates, I'm back again at the bottom of the hour. Ready?
Gauteng, are you ready to shape the future and make a real difference in your community? Join a government that cares and is committed to creating jobs and fostering an economically active society. The Gauteng Department of Social Development is hiring. We are looking for a Deputy Director in Administrative Support and Coordination in the Office of the MEC in Johannesburg. If you have a 3-year tertiary qualification in office administration or an equivalent qualification plus 3 to 5 years of experience, this job is for you. Applications for this position close on the 12th of September 2025. Don't be left behind. Visit www.dpsa.gov.za to explore this post and for many more exciting job opportunities. This is a message from government, building a nation that works for all.
EnRoute 962.
Yes.
Mondays to Fridays from 3 to 6 p.m. with Thama and Mohau Rampedi, the loudest Sahn on air. Only on TUT FM.
And the Pitiri, no, they will see
Biggest afternoon drive time show in Pitori. Biggest afternoon drive time show in Pitori.
just one man.
962 with Hotman 102K, Hotman 102K, Thama, Sahn, and your favorite Sahn on air, Mohau Rampedi, only on TUT FM.
Sorry.
Angela.
Good. Good, exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. We bring you the hottest guest on this planet.
What's it? When you wear high, me? Yes?
On Route 96.2, 96.2, Mondays to Fridays. Mondays to Fridays. 3 to 6 p.m. on TUT FM.
Definitely, man. That's who we having today in studio. Brady, DJ Maporesa, le ex Dapi, Bako Marabastata. DJ Maporesa, le ex Dapi, Bako, what again, Small Street.
Yes. Baba.
No, but perfect. I want to now talk about your future in content creation. Where do you see yourselves in the next 5 years? Do you see yourselves still making content in the next 5 years, or do you see yourselves dabbling into other things outside of content?
Like no so ne content ga e bona mara you know like focus too much more DJing too much.
Oh yeah.
So like people like DJ.
Only DJ ne.
Mara content ga re ga irata ka se twi. Ana ga ga content.
Lo ena Brian.
I saw the content.
I saw. So you also see yourself as a DJ in the next 5 years? All right. And then what about school? Actually, the last time, the last time go on, no, na kondelela. No, not that I do, no, kondelela. And then what happened? You fixed cemetery and everything.
Yeah, I get very easy, but I did some of it.
Oh, I did some of it. Do you see yourself going back to school?
Yeah.
Wow.
But then why? Reason, because at the end of the day, yes, content creation is a good thing. Like the media space and whatever, everything is good, but you must always have a backup.
Yeah.
You must always have a backup. Little names are you know, because it might happen with content creation might not just blow up, and you can't sustain a lifestyle from content creation. Yes, we wish we could, but then we can't. That's my advice.
I don't know where school
Oh, makes sense. And you don't see yourself going back to school?
Yeah, mara mara like kasarata school
yeah, what happened?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not entirely a bad thing to want to focus on content, especially in nowadays. Content, I feel like that's where most of the money is, because you look at people a lot of them but degrees, so it's not entirely a bad thing. Exactly. So what Mohau is saying, I guess, is that always have a backup plan, even if it's not school, mara, Christiana, Steve Kidnyana, some metriciana, some security, something. Income,
backup.
That's right. And to future content creators out there, nalang faro munyano wako juguleni wako di W wako di X so ilong hore level let's content talent. Arlen naka usara kinya ko le demons. I want to make it where these guys are. What would you say to that young kid?
I don't know, procrastinate. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a video, it's a funnel. It's a phone. Poster. Yeah.
All right.
Lastly, I have one more question.
Yeah.
Who do you see yourself working with in the future? Because Kabana know busy little fato and then Dikuku. And then who else do you guys want to feature? More things, Alena, and give me your top 5 favorite content creators. So let's start with the first question.
Oh, favorite.
Who else do you want to work with in the future? Let's start with that one. Yes.
So outside the box. So like for no I would say Skin Noah, Skin Noah. Oh, Motwa NST.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Space G. Yeah, but
It's in, okay. And then people that you wanna
your favorite content
creators.
Motwa NST.
Yeah.
the Google Besta, Skim Noah, yeah, the Julian Finest.
Yeah.
And then winner or same.
Yeah,
Copy
copy
and paste. Copy and paste.
Too much.
Oh, okay, makes sense. No, that's lovely.
All right, man. And then still on this thing, your collaboration. How important is it to collaborate with other influencers in this game? Your content creation, and also, do you see yourself working with people who are not content creators, especially because after you did that skit, DJ Maporisa called you into studio and then you made content with him, and he's not a content creator, he's a DJ, he's a producer. Do you see yourself collaborating with other people outside of, but why not have very content?
Sure, I think
Ne?
yeah.
Okay. Okay, and you guys are DJs. Would we someday dance to a song along or get Pitbull last night?
Copy.
So you gotta get into music.
Sure.
And then what about acting? Do you see yourself getting into acting?
Acting.
But now I think you can do good in a movie, man. I think it.
Yeah, I had a lot of opportunity. Yeah, for no,
like that, Nane?
Sure, head on.
Yeah, I'd watch a movie of these two guys.
I'd love.
The whole movie.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much for coming through. So it is 18 minutes after the hour, 5 o'clock or so. Before where can we find you on the socials? How can we book you? And how can people who want to collaborate with you collaborate with you?
Sure, boy. Buy everything. More Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or YouTube. It's just the Twitter, right?
The job on Twitter. You know, Twitter. All right, man. Thank you for coming through. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hola. A minute away from 20 past. We gotta quickly go pay those bills. So when we come back, some feel good music. We're also gonna be getting into Let's Chill and Talk, right?
Yes.
Definitely, man. All that and more right after these.
Hey, fam, let's be real. Varsity Line can throw hands sometimes. BioPlus has your back. Own your plus with BioPlus, your trusted energy partner. Packed with vitamin B complex and caffeine. BioPlus fuels your focus. Own your plus. Own your future. BioPlus for physical energy and mental vitality.
Alzheimer's disease ke bolwetse ba go tshabelwa ke kgopolo mme ba go hlafatsa ditho tše dingwe tša mmele gantši bo hlasela batsofe kudu ba bomme go fetiša ba banna ge bo tsene motho wa gona o thoma ka go lebala batho bao a ba tsebago le go ba tlwaela o thoma le go lebala ditsela tšeo a bego a phela ka tšona gape ka go le lengwe motho wa gona ka thoma go se salošane meetse le yena gabotse bo hlahlogola semelo seo re se tsebago sa motho o riti ga se boloi o ba tsela tše mpe ba